here's where we're at on the treehouse right now. I added these elbows, one on each side, one on the back, bolted them down kind of angle wise, just got good grooves, and wedged them in there and put some good screws in there also. Same thing on this side, and these are bolted straight in that way. Just added some thin, I think it's a 5/8 thick plywood, but you know, with a little paneling. Like, I'm actually one level in, and eventually I'm gonna add a little one on top, and the peak on this side, and then the peak on the back. The back only has one door. I'm gonna go around. Alright, got all the walls done. Just added the rail in the front, straight to the bottom. Just on this side so far, bolted it down 3 bolts to make it nice and sturdy. And I'll show you what the top. Let's put a 2x4 there, edge the side up so it makes it easier to go up. Same thing on this side. Screwed it in on one side here, and then up here is a 2x4 going all the way up to support the porch is going to be there. Okay, same thing on this side. And I slotted it in. I guess I can go like this kind of so you can see. I slotted in, I screwed in so I can fit the other one that goes across. Also screwed in on this side. Okay, let me show you what it looks like on the side. And that's just screwed in. As you can see, there's 3 screws there. What I'm thinking is this is going to help support the porch straight down, straight support to the ground, and it also helps support the very edge here, which is going to have the other little guardrail to go around from there up this way and down, and then up across and across. Okay, so let's put this down here. These slots that I had left here, I ended up, putting the 2x4 treated, edged out the corner here, and slotted this side so I can put the other one straight across. I was gonna plan on cutting this here, but I think I'm just gonna leave it up to help support part of the roof back here, and it's gonna go all the way across to here. See that? Focus. There, to here. Same thing on this side, slotted it out, screwed it in. Okay, the front is done. Most of it's done. See the angle cut right there. It's sticking out a little bit, but it's still good. I bolted it with a little L, metal like one of these. I'm about to put another one on the other side. I put one of these on the inside, and there. Put one on the outside, you can kind of see it, one there and one there. And then one on the inside over there. But I also screwed each one of them in with some like 2.5-inch bolts, or screws, not bolts. So this is going to have little rails here. No rails here because this is a ladder to get up. And more rails on this side, and of course on the sides here and on the side here also. See, this is just one long 2x4. It's cut a little bitty angle on this side. It's slotted here, and it's cut in a little angle on this side. Okay, so here's the awkward angles. To slit this, I just edged the corner on this one, and I edged the corner on this one also. doing it on top, all the way across. This is 1.5 inch wide, and the 1/2 inch went in. This pretty much just holds it in place. Well, that's about it for today because it's raining out here. Finish the front rails. But still got a lot to go. Alright, got the front railing up. As you can see, I'm gonna put 3 on this side. I screwed down like a little L bracket, screwed down, and then on the side on each. And the top one's just to the top. Go ahead and put the same type of material. It's a clear, see-through PVC like a wave. I did want to put it long ways, but I ended up putting it sideways because I had already put the beams. I was gonna put wood, see-through, and then another wood, but then the price is almost about the same. It was originally out to here, and I ended up clipping about 4 inches all the way down just so I didn't have to buy another sheet. You know, just leave it just enough to cover that. This side's gonna stick out a little bit, maybe a little too much. And this side, on this side, I still gotta cut it. Alright, so I'm finishing up the last rail section. I want to make sure we all know exactly how it's done. See, that side's already done. As you can see, there's a small 1x2 that goes on the floor, and I bolted that. I screwed the rails vertical with screws. Then I put the whole thing down with about 4 screws, pretty much every other space. Now, here's it on this side. And to keep track of these, because these change a little bit in sizes, some of these might be a little bit bigger than others. I mean, little differences. So what I did is I marked where they go, put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and mark the bottom of these also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of them down and screw them in here. One screw there, maybe another screw. here's the bottom part. It's actually face down. Goes the other way, right? So I put, what I always do is I always drill a little bitty hole. Little one. Then put the screw in, okay? But I actually did 2 holes in the bottom just so these things don't turn. And on the other one, instead of a screw, I'm gonna put a little nail. These little nails here. These little nails. Just gonna hammer it right down there just to keep it straight. Okay? That way they won't turn, and I don't have to put it on the very top where it's visible. I'll put it on the bottom where you can't see it. Alright, again, this is upside down. I'm gonna flip it over and place it. It's gonna go like that. Alright. Alright. So put 2.5-inch screws here on each one of the rails, and here on each one of these. So like about every other one. Hold this whole thing down. That's it. Okay, so this is pretty much the last piece that I've been working on. And this is just a thin sheet of plywood. There's the floor in the very middle just to make it a little sturdier and to make it look nicer, because whatever this is called, particle wood or piece of wood, it keeps breaking apart like that, so it's not real nice. I guess I need to put something here also once I put a little door here. It's going to be in the future. So this is just a 4x8 sheet. I cut in half because I couldn't get it in the windows or in the doorways or anywhere. So I had to cut it in half and just put basically 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, and 2 feet, all 4 feet, or 8. Thing as best as I can. I mean, some water is gonna get through there, but it's a tree house. It's supposed to have water, right? Another thing I didn't count on was how dirty this ceiling would get, this little roof. And I just wiped it down some, but this is a pecan tree, and as you can see, and put it just far enough so I can turn it and put it out of the way. Also, if I want to put a little window here to close down like that, but it still opens up, turns out of the way, and you can use it as spyglass or a... Hello, could everybody hear?